gentlemen, we ask that you now stand for our national anthem.
Live to tape, watch along.
Performed by Nashville recording artist and North Carolina native James Tiny Weeks.
NWA 1983 Starrcade.
You see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the
I'm hoping you can hear the national anthem.
last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight at the ramparts we won were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare of bombs bursting in air gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave for the land of the free and the home of the brave.
NWA Starrcade 1983 live to tape watch along with the Guardian of Chaos, Big Daddy. Because I tell it like it is, I'll say that to say this. It's the main event. Ric Flair against Harley Race in a steel cage. Follow me on all social media platforms. We're bouncing them all off and coming back to the Guardian of Chaos YouTube channel. You're not going to want to miss this one. This is the new series from Chaos Corner. Don't you dare miss it. Don't go anywhere. Where else can you get this in the IWC? Only here at Chaos Corner with the Guardian of Chaos. What an entrance. Listen to the crowd. This is what Ric Flair was. Ric Flair. The main event. 1983 Starrcade. Live to tape watch along. Retro review, if you will. Thank you for being here. Thank you, everyone, for following along. Go back and check out the previous segments. And there's Flair. The lights are off, flash bulbs everywhere, the smoke rising, and here comes Flair in all his flamboyance in the light blue and silver robe. The twirl, the blow of kisses to the fans, and listen to the crowd. Everyone tonight, it was unanimous from the crowd to all the celebrities to all the wrestlers, all picked Ric Flair to take on the 7-time defending champion right now, Harley Race. Cops all over Flair, can barely get to the ring. Greensboro, North Carolina, over 15,000 fans. Gordon Soley, Bob Cottle in the booth. Flair climbing into the ring. Stepping into the steel cage. Now remember, there's no top on these steel cages back in 1983. This was long before WrestleMania, or at least a couple of years. I believe this is the one that started it all. The main events, the big shows, the pay-per-views. We've been here for over 3 hours today reviewing this. You could feel it even all these years later, the buzz even through the TV. Timeless, priceless. Go back and watch this. We already talked about the legendary dog collar match between Piper and Valentine and how it relates to MJF and Punk coming up in AEW. Harley Race, the champion, making Ric Flair wait right now. You could see the crowd jammed to capacity. We know who the heel and the face is. You can differentiate, unlike in a lot of today's product. I'm just saying, I'll say that to say this because I tell it like it is. Come on, it's Chaos Corner. There he is, Harley Race in the traditional blue and red robe. The world champions. At this point in 1983, Harley Race was already a 7-time NWA world champion. Ric Flair, who went on to be, 17-time NWA world champion, at this point is only a 2-time world champion. Now, let's remember this, who's been in throughout the show. They interviewed him 3 or 4 times. The American Dream, Dusty Rhodes, the man of the hour, the man with the soul and power. He's too sweet to be sour. There is no other. Stardust himself has been interviewed 2 or 3 times. The winner, whoever wins this match, will go on to face, at that time also, the 2-time former NWA heavyweight champion, the American Dream, Dusty Rhodes, to give you a little history and research. Again, I'll say it, I've said it 100 times. At this point, I was a 20-year-old young man. Already had been studying the game for well over 10 years at that point in my life. Remember, you could feel it as he comes through the crowd and enters into the steel cage Harley Race with the traditional handlebars into the mutton chop sideburns.